Guys, welcome to another episode of The Pulse. By now, you know the drill. Cool people I wanted to talk to, people with successful careers and significant careers. That's what we do here. And it's always fun when you get to talk to people who you love their music, you think you can sing their music, you perhaps aspired at one point. I don't know. I'm going to stop. 15 million plus albums, Grammy nominated, still doing his thing. Ginuwine on the Pulse. How are you, sir?
What's up, bro? Nah, you can sing, man. It's just the level that you can sing. It's all good. It's all
Right.
good.
So
How you doing,
anybody
man?
physically can, in fact, sing. You know, it's just a matter. It's like I can run, but I'm not ready to be in the Olympics. I know my limits.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna
That's
let
what's
you.
up. I'm glad to be here, man.
People wouldn't know what good was if I didn't occasionally demonstrate bad. So I'm
Yes.
I'm a team player. I appreciate
That's
you
what's up.
taking the time. Take us back. Like, how did you get started?
Um. Well, from a teenager, I was breakdancing and all that, and then it phased out a little bit. And then I got in a group called Finesse Five, and we started singing. And then, we were winning a lot of talent shows, and so many people was like, "Yo, you should pursue this." And I wanted to, so that's how I really got started. And so we were winning talent shows and everything. And then they used to call me Little Michael Jackson and all that kind of stuff. So I've been in the business for almost 30 years now. So obviously, it worked out for me.
So you knew even young that you wanted to be a performer. It was just kind
Yes.
of dancing, entertainment. When did you kind of settle on with that group? Hey, I actually can really sing.
I never said that. You know what I mean? I was like, I always say I sing, but I don't sing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that was just one of the things. But I said I bring more to the table than somebody that can sing because it's entertainment. So that's what I did. You know what I mean? I follow in the footsteps of Prince, Michael Jackson, and now Frankie Beverly, and a lot of people because I want to entertain. You know what I mean? So that's a little bit of the difference. Not saying that they couldn't sing
Right.
or whatever, but I just, I knew I knew I couldn't do all that gymnastics vocally, but I knew I could hold a note. So that's what I did, and
Man,
I built on that.
I feel
What I mean?
worse about my singing now.
You gotta know your strengths. You feel me?
Yeah, that's how we started this whole interview. And now I feel
Yeah.
worse about my lack of skills. But it is interesting because you talk about that whole and that time when you were kind of breaking out initially and having that level of success. You,
Yeah.
Usher,
Oh
I
yeah.
guess Cisco.
Yeah.
There were like a group of people who were
Man.
doing
Yeah.
the whole entertainment thing, but it was always about I'm going to be the performer. I'm not going to be the
Yes.
just sit there, throw my head back and sing person.
There you go. There you go. I was always looking at it as like, listen, you're going to be an entertainer, and so I just followed it in those footsteps.
So if there was never a I can really sing moment, was there an I got this moment? I mean, Pony obviously was a big kind of public break, I guess, the big moment. But was that when you kind of got it also?
Well, I knew once I did Pony that was, if it was nothing else, that was it. You know what I mean? So if this ain't it, okay, I got to go back home and just get a job and just do what I had to do. But I knew that was a special song, and so I put my all into it and just did what I had to do. So it worked out. You know what I mean? Because you got to understand, Timberland was trying to use that for an interlude, not for a song. And so I was like, no, you're crazy, bro. Like let me have that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so he gave it to me, and so yeah, it turned out the way it turned out.
But you know what? It's so Pony. I kind of get the whole entertainment thing, right? Because that was a performance. That was a catchy song. But there were some as your career continued on. I came in the studio singing "My Whole Life Has Changed." I mean, those were to some extent the series of slow songs. A couple of them, they were vocal gymnastics. Like those were because you're not doing backflips while you're doing those songs. Like you're
Right.
just singing.
My whole life has changed. Differences. That was for my daughter, and now my ex-wife. Um, and that was after my mom and dad had passed. So that was therapy for me. You know what I mean? That was me. Uh, you know, all the hurt and the pain and all that. Just singing and all that. So I love that opportunity and I love that time. And I was allowed to just let it all go. And one of the songs is Differences, and it happened to be a hit. So I'm thankful for it.
One of the reasons I love this show is getting a chance to sit down and talk to people and actually hearing the story. So until you just said that, in my head, Differences is that, sit back and sing that song, like love song kind of thing. But now I'm in my head, I'm going through the words. It makes perfect sense that that was for your daughter.
Yes, yes, yeah. All you gotta do is listen. All you gotta
Yeah.
do is listen. You know what I mean? Especially for a songwriter like myself, and me being able to express myself through music and writing everything that I've done. Like a lot of people don't understand. Out of the 10 albums I've written, 90% of my songs. That's what has allowed me to live the way I live and do the things that I do and all that kind of stuff. But specific songs, all you have to do is just listen to the lyrics. I've always been transparent. I've always, put my life out there. And like I said, it was therapeutic for me to do that and get the pain, get the hurt, all that stuff out. And, I was blessed to do that.
I read about what happened with your parents in a very short time and songs that you wrote to express that. And it was therapeutic for you, but you're doing it in a really public way, which means people have an opinion one way or the other on the music that is being presented. Is that a positive therapeutic thing, or can it be challenging, that you're kind of airing it all out there for public consumption?
At that point, like, it didn't matter to me. Like I'm just spitting it out or spewing it out because I had to get it out of my system or whatever. So when I'm doing that, of course, it's going to be opinionated. People gonna dissect it and all that kind of stuff. So it was going to be what it was going to be, but I had to get it out.
Coming up next, why we may love listening to his music, but he actually doesn't.
I have never really listened to one full song of anything that I have ever done.
Noted that somebody years ago asked you if you listen to your own music during relations or intimate moments. When you get odd questions like that, does it kind of make you sit back and go, okay, as you just said to me, you weren't really listening. Pay attention to what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I do it for the people. I don't listen to my own music, whether in the car or anything. I have never really listened to one full song of anything that I have ever done.
Really? Ever?
I just don't do it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like once I do it, it's done. It's for the people. It's not for me.
I'm gonna send you a mix, man. You're missing out on some good music. You should listen to it a little bit.
I totally appreciate that, but I've never. I think you know what, Pony. That's probably the only one that I've listened to.
And that was because it was all kind of new. Now I'm out here. That's
It's
me
new.
on the
Yeah, it's
radio.
new. You're new in the business and all that kind of stuff. But even with the TGT stuff and all that, if people are always like, "Yeah, you ain't listen to." No, I don't listen to that. I don't listen to it.
You mentioned the TGT stuff. They're floating rumors that y'all might do a little something. Is that a possibility? Or okay, shaking your head. Here comes the rumor mill again.
Nah, man. No, we still do shows, but it takes a lot, and so a lot of people don't get it. Like once you've done it so much and so repetitious, like it gets. I'm I don't like doing it. I don't like doing podcasts. I don't like doing a whole bunch of stuff like that. It's pretty much because it's been a long time. You know what I mean? I'm doing this because I want to be respectful, love where we're doing, what we're doing, and how we're doing it, and all that. But I'm so under the radar. I just want to just go do what I do and go back home.
Do you still love touring?
Yes, that's the only thing I like. That's the only thing I like the shows, because I get to touch the people, see the people, and see how I've affected them. You know, see the love that they want to give me back for what I've done. So, that's the only thing I really like. I don't like the studio. I don't like doing all that kind of stuff. Me and Tyrese is the same way. We don't like the studio. Tank loves the studio. That's why I haven't brought it, forth no new music, because I don't really care to do the studio. But new music and all that, nah, I'm not doing that. But touring, that's my favorite part. Touring is the best, man. You get to travel everywhere. You get to see, your blood, sweat, and tears, all the stuff that you put into your music. You see that people appreciate it. So that's what I do, man. That's all I've been doing for the last 10 years, man, just touring.
Next on The Pulse, we had to ask, is he still living the sex symbol life of his 20s? There.
No,
how's it different? You have generations of fans. So you had the people who were, Pony. And then that same song, I guess what, Magic Mike, gave that a whole new life to a whole different crowd of people.
Yeah, when he did that, man, I thanked him. I hit him up. I was like, "Thank you, King," and he was like, "You're welcome. I'm a fan," and all that good stuff. So I was like, the relevancy of the song brings new people that appreciate you, and so that's what happened. You know what I mean? And so, it was crazy.
We had a couple of the guys from New Edition who were talking about touring then versus touring now.
Right.
And Ronnie DeVoe said he leaves the stage, goes upstairs and soaks,
that's my boy.
And calls it a night, versus being really young and having grown women waiting in the lobby for you to go there. How's it different?
No. I mean, especially now that I have a girl and all that. That stopped years ago, man. Like when you've done it so long, as far as partying and all that kind of stuff, it gets old. So now I was married, so it's just something you don't care to do. Like I'm always leaving my show and just going back to the room. I give 110% on stage, but then I go right back to my room. I don't hang out. I don't do the clubs. I don't do the bars downstairs at the hotel or nothing like that. That's not my move.
Now I'm all the way grown now.
Now I'm all the way grown, bro.
It was so.
And the funny thing about it, I never thought I would get here. You know what I'm saying? But it's I'm good. I just want to give everybody a great show. Make sure they're satisfied. Do my meet and greets though. Now that I do. Mm-hmm. But After that, nah. I'm going to my room, looking at my boxing, looking at my battle raps, looking at, stuff like that.
Coming up, why you probably won't hear any new music from him anytime soon.
I don't want to do something that's not on the level that I've already done. And this generation is so critical. You know what I mean? They were like, oh, he should have stayed retired.
You're on tour. You said you kind of touring is your thing. And for our national audience, make sure you follow him on social. You can check out where he is all over the place. But in Philly, August 2nd, coming to the Rivers Casino. What are we going to see at this show August 2nd at Rivers?
Hey, Philly, y'all know what's up. Y'all know how I get down. I do my business 110%. That's why I came out with my second album 100%, but I give 110%. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Ladies, make sure you wear your red. That's my favorite color. And I'm just looking forward to seeing everybody, man. Philly is like my second home. I'm an hour away, maybe an hour and a half away. I'm in Washington, D.C. Okay. So, I'm just looking forward to seeing everybody and just giving everybody a great show. I'm going to just chill up there and just give you every song that pretty much came out on video. And, you can sing along with me. I'm in a position now as far as music and where I am status-wise. I'm trying to follow in the footsteps of Frankie Beverly, man. R.I.P. Yeah. Man, he was 80-something, I think, and he was still getting it. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to do that.
You love the writing. You love the performing. Don't necessarily love the studio.
No.
So is that an adamant, you're not going to be getting more stuff from me in the near future? You just enjoy the 30 years worth of work.
Yes. Enjoy what I've already done. I don't want to do something that's not on the level that I've already done. Okay. So I don't want to do something and then and this generation is so critical. You know what I mean? They were like, oh, he should have stayed retired, or
right. This don't sound like differences.
Yeah, this don't sound like so exes. Differences, same old G's.
His whole life really did change.
Yeah, so I'm very well versed when it comes to like what people will like, because I have a great ear when it comes to music. So if I'm not on that level, like, and I'm not going to do that, I'm just not going to do anything. I'd rather you just enjoy what I've already done. Come here, because all the people that were there when I came out, they're still here. They're in their 30s, 40s, 50s. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. That's who I'm catering to.
We end every episode of The Pulse with the concept of use your voice for good. When you hear the phrase use your voice for good, what does that mean to you?
Saying nothing but great things and blessings.
All right. I will take it. Ginuwine, thank you, man. I appreciate you spending this much time. It has been fun. I love hearing the stories. I wish you continued success.
Thank you. I appreciate you, and God bless, bro.
Guys, thanks so much for watching this episode of The Pulse today with Ginuwine. I enjoyed hearing the stories, what inspired the music, the longevity of his career, how he enjoys touring, not so much the studio. I hope you enjoyed the discussion as much as I did. You can hear the entire unedited podcast, all places where podcasts are available. Just search for The Pulse with Bill Anderson. Download the Fox Local app because all of our shows are right there on demand. And follow me on social media at BillAFox29. Appreciate you. Thank you for watching. And I leave you today, as I always do, reminding you whenever you can, use your voice for good and have a good one.